Welcome students again into the chemistry laboratory. Now today we are going to practice such practical which is based on the thermometer reading. But here the thermometer is of 1/10th type. That means in this thermometer there are the calibrations in such a way that here we can measure the negative temperature also in this thermometer. Now as here on the blackboard, see there, the zero temperature is from somewhat upper side of that of the bottom of this thermometer. Now see here. Now see here. This thermometer is 1/10th type and this zero is somewhat from upper side. And we know that the temperature lower to that of the zero are the negative temperature. So by using this thermometer we can measure the negative temperature also. Now the calibration are in this way. Calibrations are in this way. Now see, this must be, you can see this figure of the thermometer. So stand on such location that you can see the figure of this thermometer. Now see students, here watch, there are the calibration in such way 2, 4, 6, 8 degrees centigrade, and between the 2 and 4 degrees centigrade or 4 and 6 degrees centigrade there are the 10 lines. Then tell me, suppose the thermometer show the reading in between the 8 and 10, in between the 8 and 10, and that is the fifth line will be there, then how many degree the temperature is? Now sorry, here I do not write in this way, that is the calibration are in this way. Okay. Now here are the 10 lines, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now suppose the temperature is, suppose yeah, temperature is above this 20 up to the, above the 20 up to this 4. Then definitely the temperature is 24 degrees centigrade. But if the temperature is above the 4 up to 5 lines, above the 20 and above to 4 up to 5 lines, then what will be their temperature? Can you say? 10 lines are in between, 2 and 6. So the fifth line is of 5. See here, 4 and in between 4 and 6 there are 10 lines. So the fifth line is of the 5. Can you understand this? So if the temperature is above this 20 in between 4 and 6 at the fifth line, then what will be the temperature? 25 degrees centigrade. That means one small line is of how many degree? 0.2. Can you understand that? See here, there are 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 such temperature are there, and in between 4, 6 or 2, 4 or 6, 8 there are the 10 lines. But the difference between temperature is of 2 digit. So one line is 0.2 degrees centigrade. Remember that. The fifth line is 0.2 plus 0.2 plus 0.2 plus 0.2, that becomes 1 complete. So if the line is, if the temperature is showing between 4 and 6 suppose of the fifth line, then what will be that temperature? 5 degrees centigrade. Can't you understand that? One line is 0.2 degrees centigrade. Fifth line is 0.2 into 5. What becomes 1? 0.2 into 5 becomes 1. So the fifth line, if there is the thermometer showing between the 4 and 6, the fifth line, then that is the 5 degrees centigrade. And similarly, if the temperature is above that of the 20 in between 4 and 6, fifth line, then 25, that temperature will be. So we can measure the temperature in point also. So tell me that if the temperature by this thermometer shown is above the 20 of the 6th line, or 20 of 6th line, then what will be that temperature? Above the 20, see here above the 20, in between 20 and this 2, there is the 6th line. So 25.2 that temperature, remember, because the fifth line is of 21 and above one line, that is the 6th line, so 21.2. Can you understand that? In this way we can measure the point in decimal point also, the temperature by this thermometer. Now come to our practical. What is our practical? I will again show you how the temperature is measured by this thermometer. Now see here, you must understand the thermometer reading. That is very important in this practical, because the thermometer reading are not as 10, 20, 30, 40 in this way. The thermometer readings are above the 0 as that of the 2, 4, 6, 8 in this way. The thermometer reading are above the 0 as 2, 4, 6, 8, and in between the 2 and 4, 4 and 6 there are the 10, 10 lines. That means the fifth line is that is the whole number temperature. Above that of the 2, that will be 3, above 4 that will be 5, above 6 that will be 7, above 8 that will be 9. And the remaining calibrations or the numbers they are already calibrated as 2, 4, 6, 8. Only the even number are calibrated, only the odd numbers are not calibrated there, but odd numbers means the fifth line in between that 2 and 4. Okay, in this way temperature reading is very important, and every small or delicate or that is the infinitesimal line is of 0.2 degree centigrade. Now see temperature, what is the practical? To determine the enthalpy of dissolution. Dissolution means solution we have to make here. And we have to determine the enthalpy or heat change of dissolution of copper sulfate. The formula is CuSO4.5H2O. Now this 5H2O are called as the water of crystallization. If we remove this by heating the water, the copper sulfate becomes white powder. You know that. The blue color is due to that of the water of crystallization. Now this blue color, blue vitriol, it also called, copper sulfate is also called as the blue vitriol, and the blue color is due to these 5 molecules of water. So they are called as the water of crystallization. So determine the enthalpy of dissolution of copper sulfate in water at room temperature. Now what is the actual reaction here? This copper sulfate solid when dissolved into the water, there is copper sulfate aqueous solution will be formed, and for 1 mole of this copper sulfate, the heat which is absorbed by this copper sulfate is 11.7 kilojoule. As the positive sign indicates that this is the heat get absorbed in this reaction. So due to the absorption of heat, what happened? The temperature of decreases. That means the solution becomes cold, and that means the temperature is lower than that of the room temperature of that solution. So here the room always the enthalpy will obtain the enthalpy, but here temperature we obtain is less than that of the room temperature. That means temperature decreases in this ratio, not in temperature. Only one practical is this, in which temperature decreases, and the another so many practical we have to done or will do. In that case, at every practical there is the increase in temperature, but here is the decrease. Coldness you feel to that of the polythene bottle. We'll see which apparatus are required. Now, for this practical, the polythene bottle is required, but there must be hole to the lid to introduce, that is the thermometer into that. And if through this hole the thermometer cannot pass, then you can make your hand cork and only small hole up there to introduce the thermometer, so as the heat will not pass into the atmosphere, and immediately take the temperature, which will be decreased in this case, and write down that is the T2 temperature. So the apparatus is the polythene bottle. Then we require the 25 ml water. So water, and we require 0.5 gram of copper sulfate solution. We first calculate the enthalpy for 0.5 gram, and we know the molecular mass of copper sulfate is about 249 gram. Then we will convert the for 1 mole how many it will be required. First we take here only the 0.5 gram of the copper sulfate solution. Again we require the 110 thermometer. They will give, or you can measure 0.5 gram through the chemical by using the chemical balance, or it may be given you into the examination 0.5 gram of copper sulfate. Now what is the observation table here? Mass of copper sulfate we have given 0.5 gram of copper sulfate. See here, volume of water 25 ml, mass of solution. Now 25 ml means 25 grams. Suppose that 25 gram plus this 0.5 gram. How many then in gram then? 25.5 gram. So this is the mass of solution. 0.5 gram copper sulfate and 25 ml water. Now 25 ml means nearly equal to 25 gram. So 25 gram plus 0.5 gram, that become mass of solution 25.5 gram. Now initial temperature, that room temperature we have to measure first. Now when we see this thermometer, or if we, now give me the water beaker, you can put this thermometer in simply water temperature you can, or room temperature you have to take as the initial temperature. Now as it is the 1/10 thermometer, so today that is the initial temperature, this water. It is 1 minute. Temperature of the solution is 20. Now come here and see the temperature. Come here. That line above the 26. No, 1 minute. Above the 20 temperature is there. Here 2 and 0 will be there. 20, 6, 24.5. 24.5 means 25. Now students, here is temperature. Now see, 1 minute. I that is forget to tell you that See here, students. The 20 line, see here, 20 line is not here, directly they written 20, but 2 is here and 0 is here. In this way they written. Again, the 10 is also written as in this way, 1 is here and 0 is here. Now the, remember, 30 is, 3 is here and 0 will be there. And in between, 2, 4, 6 and 8, such only. That means, about the 22, that means this is 22. If there is the 4 up to 4, 24. And in between that, there are the 10 lines. So, one line is of 0.2 degree centigrade in this way. Now, this thermometer shows the temperature of this water. Now, come here again. Now, see here. That is, where is 20? 2 and 0 are on the different side. Okay. This is this is yes. 2 to the is there 2 and is there 0? Yes. 20. Yes. Then above the, how is this temperature? See here. I will show on the blackboard. Where is that that is the mercury of the thermometer. Now that mercury of the thermometer is, the mercury of the thermometer is above this 4, above the 20, above this 4, but the fifth line. Then how many? Above the 20 there is the 4, that is 24. Okay. Now the fifth line means 0.2 into 5 becomes 1. So how many temperature? 25. 25 degrees centigrade is the room temperature. Now we have to do this practical. Now here write down the 25 degree centigrade. That is the T1 temperature. Okay. Now the final temperature we have to find out by adding the 0.5 gram of this, which is already there measured. 0.5 gram of copper sulfate. Now take this copper sulfate, 0.5 gram. Now see the copper sulfate, blue color copper sulfate. Now pour this copper sulfate, 0.5 gram copper sulfate, see here, into the polythene bottle. Now only you can. Now this is very important to pour all the crystals of copper sulfate into this polythene bottle. Now by using the measuring cylinder, they do not put here measuring cylinder. I told them to the lab assistant. But now we will take that measuring cylinder of the 100 ml we can take. Now they are very not give us the measuring cylinder. Just a minute. We'll take the measuring cylinder to measure the water. Now see students, here you must measure the 25 ml water to dissolve this 0.5 gram of the copper sulfate. Now this is the 100 ml measuring cylinder. Now take the 25 ml, in between 20 to 30. There is the calibration 10 lines. The fifth line is of the 25. So above 20, I take the solution. Now see here, only 1 drop is required. Now see, this is the 20 and 30, and in between them, that is the fifth line. That fifth line is of the 25 ml. So I am now see student, here there is already hole to this cork or lid, and this thermometer is easily passed through that. So not need to make the cork of our hand. Now this we can pour Now see here, if the thermometer will not pass through that, then you can make the curve of your hand. Remember that some polythene bottle lids do not have the such that is the holes through which the thermometer can easily pass through that. So at that time you made your thumb or made your hands cork for that bottles. Now here I already poured the 0.5 gram of copper sulfate. Now I am pouring the water as immediately as, and first shake this, but you must, that is, hold this thermometer and then shake. What is the change? There is generally 1.5 to 2 degrees centigrade temperature decreases, or in between suppose 1.7, 1.9, 1.2 such type of temperature will be there, decrease. Now all these copper sulfate get dissolved here. Now just take, come here again, and what is the temperature? See here now. Above you can take in this way also. Take you in your hand the thermometer and get read. How many? Now decreases by 25 degrees centigrade. There will be decrease of 1 degree, minimum 1 to 1.5 degree, 1.6 degree. Same temperature must be decreased in that case. 25.5 are below 25. Yeah, above 25. Above 25 here. How it is possible? Temperature must be decreased by 0.5. 1 minute. Now see here. This is the 20. 1 minute. 20. This temperature is below 20%. No, this is 20, okay? Where is 20? Where is 20? 20. 22. 24. 24. Below 25 है ना then? 20. Below 25 है ना? Now there is decrease by below 25. There is decrease. Now the temperature get decreased. Now see here 20. Now this is nearly 1 degree decrease in there. Come the another student to see the temperature here. Come, that Khedkar, come here. Or Kulkarni will be come here. Both of you come here and see the temperature. How many decrease is there in that temperature? That is very important. Now see the 20 line is where? Where is the 20 line? First see that. Now see this is the 20 line. 2 and 0. Do you 2 and 0? Can you see? 2 and 0. So about 20 means in between 20 and 2. 20 and 2. Where is the temperature then? How many lines? Above the 20, how many small lines are there? 5 lines. Up to 5 lines. Okay. That means 2. Above the 22, there are the fifth line. That means 23. 23. See, you also see the temperature. See the temperature. 20 is there. Take in your hands and see the temperature. The temperature is about 22. About 22, fifth line. That means 23. Okay. The first temperature, initial temperature is how many? 25 degrees centigrade. And this is above the 22, fifth line. That means 23 degrees centigrade. Then the temperature is decreased by 2 degrees centigrade. Now the T2 is 23 degree centigrade. And delta T, that is the change in temperature. Don't is equal to T2 minus T1. Now T2 is smaller and T1 is larger. So the sign of the delta T is negative because 23 minus 25 that becomes minus 2 degree centigrade. Remember that. Okay. Now heat capacity also they given us, that is the S already given, that is 4.184 joule per gram per degree centigrade. Now how the calculations are, that are very important. Now see here, for the heat absorbed for dissolution of 0.5 gram of copper sulfate, because we take the weight of copper sulfate 0.5 gram. So what is the formula? Q is equal to M into S into delta T. Now here mass we already taken as mass of the solution 25.5. Okay. So that is the mass of the solution 25.5 into heat capacity 4.184 joule and into change in temperature, that is the minus 2. That is the change in temperature. Now here see student, though there is the minus 2 temperature, but this is also there will be the negative sign because heat is always there is the negative sign, and negative becomes positive. Heat will become positive. Remember that. And so the molar mass of copper sulfate. Now see this. If you calculate this, suppose how many joules will be there? You can write the answer in this. And then molar mass of copper sulfate is 249 gram. So moles, how many moles of copper sulfate are present in 0.5 gram? How will calculate it? Mass of copper sulfate given divided by molar mass. How we moles calculate? Mass in gram divided by molar mass. So if we calculate, we obtain this mole 2 into 10 raised to minus 3 moles. So for 2 into 10 raised to minus 3 moles, this quantity of heat will require. Then for 1 mole means 249 gram. So 0.5 gram correspond to 2 into 10 raised to minus 3 moles. So for 1 mole, how many heat is required? That is calculated as by cross multiplication. And that calculations are in this way. Now we can take the, that is picture to this. Now see into that the remaining calculation. See here. Now here there is the difference of temperature they taken 1.5. Okay, but our difference is 2. So by taking the 1.5 degree centigrade, their Q is 160.038 joule. Again they already calculated here the number of moles in 0.5 gram is 2 into 10 raised to minus 3. So this amount of Q is required for the 2 into 10 raised to minus 3 moles. So for 1 mole there is the cross multiplication, and that is 160.38 divided by 2 into 10 raised to minus 3, and that becomes 80,019 into 10 raised to 3. That 3 goes to the upper side now. Minus 3 becomes plus 3, and this is nearly equal to 80.019 kilojoule per mole. Now in this way, this is the heat. Now this joule divided by 1000, if you do that divided by 1000, then the heat is 80019 and not 80.09, because we will divide by the 1000 to 10 raised to 3, and the 1000 get cancelled, and give me the pen, and the heat will be 80019. The decimal point is not there. This is not 80019 kilojoule per mole. Now in this way the answer is there. Yes, kilojoule per mole, that is correct answer. in the result table is there. So the difference is 1.5 or 2 degree is always there for this practical student. Now write down this practical number 7, see here. Now give the date as 29/11/2021, and in this way this practical, that is procedure, is there. Now during the examination you just follow this procedure, and by calculating you will get the heat of enthalpy of the reaction, that is the enthalpy of dissolution of copper sulfate in kilojoule, and write down the result. Now there are some, again there is the oral questions are there. See here, you can write the answer of them. Now I will give you the answer. Such type of oral question will be there in the examination. Some MCQs type are also there. So thank you student for watching this video, and if you understand this practical, the thermometer reading, then you like, share and subscribe this video and share to the other students such that they can also understand and try to understand this practical. You can do by using the procedure in laboratory also this practical by yourself. Thank you so much.